Well, folks, it finally happened. Donald Trump, a man who once suggested injecting bleach to fight COVID-19, has appointed someone with even conventional medical experience to oversee the health of millions of Americans. That's right, Dr. MEHMET Oz, the man who built an empire selling miracle cures and interviewing people who claim to talk to ghosts, is now in charge of Medicare and Medicaid. Buckle up, everyone. It's going to be a bumpy ride. You might remember Dr. Oz from his daytime talk show where he hawked everything from raspberry ketones to psychic readings. Or maybe you saw him get grilled by Congress for promoting bogus weight loss products. Now, he's gone from questionable medical advice to overseeing the healthcare of millions. What could possibly go wrong? Let's just say, if you're a betting person, now might be a good time to put money on complete and utter chaos. Dr. Oz, a cardiothoracic surgeon by training, first rose to fame on the comforting couch of Oprah Winfrey. He was charming, he was telegenic, and he had a knack for explaining complex medical topics in a way that resonated with viewers. But somewhere along the way, something changed. He started promoting questionable weight loss supplements, touted miracle cures with little scientific backing, and even gave a platform to anti-vaccine activists. His credibility among medical professionals plummeted, with many accusing him of prioritizing profits over patients. And yet, here we are. Dr. Oz, the man who once suggested that apple juice might contain dangerous levels of arsenic, is now responsible for the health and well-being of millions of Americans. It's enough to make you want to reach for the smelling salts, or maybe just a stiff drink. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, and even I know that green coffee bean extract isn't going to magically melt away pounds, and psychic mediums can't actually talk to your dead relatives. But Dr. Oz? He seemed to believe otherwise, or at least he was happy to promote those ideas to his millions of viewers. He was criticized by medical professionals, investigated by Congress, and even sued by disgruntled viewers. But none of that seemed to slow him down. He was like the Energizer Bunny of questionable medical advice, just keep going and going and going. And now, he's landed the biggest gig of his career. One can only imagine the sales pitch he used on Trump, Mr. President. With my guidance, we can make Medicare MAGA. Section 4. Real doctors react. He's gone from questionable to downright dangerous. The medical community, as you might imagine, is not exactly thrilled about Dr. Oz's new appointment. It's like putting a used car salesman in charge of the National Transportation Safety Board or appointing a fox to oversee the hen house. Dr. David Gorski, a surgical oncologist and managing editor of the blog Science-Based Medicine, put it best. Dr. Oz is a charlatan who has repeatedly shown that he values personal profit and television ratings above science, reason, and the health of his viewers. And he's not alone. Numerous medical organizations and professionals have voiced their concerns, warning that Oz's lack of experience and history of promoting dubious medical claims could have serious consequences for the millions of Americans who rely on Medicare and Medicaid. Section 5. Medicare, Medicaid, and Dr. Oz. What could possibly go wrong? So, what does the future hold for Medicare and Medicaid under Dr. Oz's leadership? Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. But if his past is any indication, we can probably expect a healthy dose of chaos, controversy, and maybe even a few magic beans thrown in for good measure. Will he try to implement his unconventional medical beliefs into government healthcare programs? Will he use his position to further enrich himself and his cronies? Will he finally reveal the secret to talking to ghosts? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be one hell of a show, and you can bet we'll be here to cover every absurd, infuriating, and downright baffling moment of it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and comment below with your thoughts on this appointment. And as always, if you see Dr. Oz promoting a miracle cure, do yourself a favor and run in the opposite direction.